Known for the worst genocide of modern times, Rwanda in Central Africa is a country looking to its future. Nearly 10 million people live in this small country, just over a quarter the size of Ireland. So it does get a little crowded from time to time, but it's some consolation to have countryside as spectacular as this lush landscape with its rolling valleys and towering volcanoes. You can't help but feel lucky to see it with your own eyes, particularly when so many Rwandan people don't have that pleasure. We have taken up a very special invitation to make the long journey to come to this beautiful part of Africa. We are here with CBM, an Irish-based medical aid agency who work to improve the lives of disabled men, women and children around the world. But Ireland AM has come to Africa to see the work they do here. Today we're going to meet Albertine and her 3-year-old son, Jean. Jean has been blind since birth, but tomorrow he will have eye surgery performed by CBM's eye surgeons to remove the cataracts that prevent him from seeing. Under the watchful eye of onlookers, I asked Albertine about the impact of Jean's blindness. Albertine, how difficult is it to have a child who's blind here in Rwanda?
The problem with children who are blind is that they can't see anything and it's hard for them to develop.
When did you discover that Jean was blind?
When I could come and he couldn't recognize me. I tried to say, hello, hello, he couldn't even see that I'm around. My child is like, can't see anywhere and cannot even play. It's hard to play with my child now, but I'm sure when my child will see, I will be able to play with him and I can even go outside with him at church and everywhere and he could be able to see.
It's a 4-hour drive to the Children's Eye Clinic in Kapgai, southern Rwanda, where little Jean will have his surgery. So as night was falling, we began the long journey south with the CBM team. People travel from all over Rwanda and even the Congo and Uganda to the eye clinic in Kapgai, which was built and is funded by CBM. I spoke with leading eye surgeon Dr. Stefan Schmidt about treating blindness in Rwanda. Why in Rwanda and in Africa do you have this problem? Why in Ireland aren't children born with cataracts? What causes it?
Yeah, well, among causes, the main cause is genetic, that they are born with a cataract. Secondly, there is also some uveitis, that means inflammation inside the eye, which can also make the lens foggy. And a third cause can be trauma.
Soon it was time for Stefan to examine Jean d'Amour, while an anxious mum looked on.
So what we are going to do is we will remove the cataract. We will start with the better eye. You can see that this eye is a bit diverting. So this is the weaker eye.
How much vision does he have now, Stefan? How much can Jean see?
He can see light, definitely. He follows my light.
But just shapes, just light, nothing.
Perhaps with his eye, I think he can see shadows or people coming, but I don't think he can see lots of details.
So without the operation, it would get worse. He would be completely
Definitely.
blind for
Yes,
his whole life.
Definitely, yes. Okay. And so hopefully by the operation the child will be also stimulated visually to be more active.
Albertine, how are you feeling? Are you worried or nervous? You're here in hospital, it's a big operation. How are you feeling?
umutima wanjye ntiwabura kugira ubwoba ariko ngenda gusaba Imana kugira ngo imukore ku iseta.
I've been praying for the whole night and I'm a little bit nervous, a little bit afraid because I've heard stories of people saying that sometimes they even died still sometime. But I pray that all may go well.
Tomorrow, We'll show you how little Jean got on in surgery and what happened when his bandages came off and he sees his mum for the very first time. If you want to support the work of CBM, you can make a donation by calling 1850 930 383, or you can visit their website at www.cbm.ie, or you can send your donation to CBM Ireland, MTech Building, Monaghan.